Hi Taurus, welcome to Wine of the Night Tarot. I'm Shabana and I'm here to do your messages from Spirit read for September. These could be messages from anyone in the spirit world, any connection that you have. This could be your spirit guides, your spirit family, your ancestors, a loved one who has passed on into the spirit realm and wishes to send you a message. However, these are general messages. They will not resonate with every single Taurus out there. If that is the case, please do check your other prominent signs like your moon, your Venus, your rising and your north node. If it does resonate, please do give it a thumbs up. Please like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting next. And please leave me a comment. For all of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the support that you're giving the channel. Every one of your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments really helps me grow the channel, helps me get Spirit's message out there to all of you, and helps me connect with you when I am getting messages for you, which is really important to me. So thank you so much. All right, Taurus, what we're going to do is we're going to look at your energies for September. However, please know that time and energy are both fluid. Anytime you receive these messages is the right time for you to get them. Also, I will make Taurus the main energy of of my read. However, if you want to swap the roles around, please feel free to do that. Okay, I heard a no with the first card in my head, so I went again, and we have the ant spirit and the owl spirit. Time to collaborate because you see clearly now. All right, let's take a look at your chakra. Okay, message. We have clarity and we have synchronicity. You see clearly now and you have clarity about whatever situation it is that you resonate with. Let's take a look at your soul's journey lesson cards. We have trust. Oh, we have guilt and we have surrender. Okay. Trust, guilt and surrender. These are big lessons. All right, let's take a look at your moonology messages and see what we have for you. Oh, wow. Okay. 3 again. We have what do you need to release? A new start is coming. The answers you need are coming. Right, Taurus, there is already a lot of synchronicity in your messages about surrender, releasing, getting the clarity in order to release what you need to. Okay, let's get the tarot out and then we can get into your read. For those of you who have tuned into my messages from Spirit reads before, you know that I take jumpers from the deck, but I only place them once I am guided. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I am doing the cross of truth, Taurus. Okay, all right. Okay, what do we have? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords. You might not, all right, we have 3 kings. We have the King of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the King of Cups as your potential outcome. All right, let me quickly take you through the positions on the deck. We have the 10 of Wands as your current energy. We have Judgment in the reverse as your hopes and fears. We have the 4 of Cups as the energy that is your challenge. We have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 2 of Cups. We have synchronicity again as the energies that are aiding you, and we have the King of Cups as your potential outcome. Potential because we all have free will. Okay, you might not be communicating. You might find it difficult to communicate what you really want in a certain situation. You're overcoming it. There is quite a bit of healing that is happening. You are bringing yourself back into balance. in order to find yourself again, and this will necessitate a leap of faith. So you're being asked to communicate. That's what you're being asked to do, because we do have, apart from the kings, we do have the king and the queen of swords. However, they are, one is reversed and one is in the upright. So if there is a counterpart that you are associating or resonating with, you might not be in communication. You might not know what to say to them at the moment. Things might be changing for the two of you. There is some amount of healing that is happening or is required in this relationship in order for both of you, or for you to find your balance, to find your karmic justice. You will be taking that leap of faith, and you will be communicating what it is that you want and need, because you're being given the gift of clarity. Okay, we have the ant spirit and we have the owl spirit. These could be animals that pop up in your 3D reality if you are lucky enough to live in an environment which supports nature. If you live in an urban environment, you might end up seeing these animals on documentaries, on the television, on the internet, in pictures, in books, anywhere. You're being asked to collaborate now, Taurus. You have been given the clarity. Whatever it was that was obscured, whatever it was that you possibly could not communicate, you weren't sure what you wanted, you're being given that clarity now. You're becoming extremely clear on what you will do, what you won't do, what you want, what you don't want, whom you want around, whom you don't, what you will tolerate, what you won't. But in that clarity, you are also being asked to be collaborative, to understand the other person's point of view. Whoever you are communicating with, how receptive are they to what you're saying? No one's asking you to mask the truth, Taurus. You don't. You can be blunt to a fault. You can also be truthful and honest. That is in your genetic makeup. However, when you communicate, keep in mind, be mindful that when you communicate, there is somebody receiving that communication, and you might need to adjust how you communicate in order for them to be receptive to it. There's absolutely no point in you browbeating somebody who gets more and more stubborn and more defensive because you're communicating to them in a way which they cannot understand or be receptive to. However, you have gained clarity. This is the third eye chakra. You are a very earthy, practical sign, Taurus, but you also do trust your gut. You trust your intuition, and it is that intuition that is giving you clarity. It is that intuition that is possibly helping you navigate with your emotions, because it can be a difficult minefield for you. However, it is your emotions that nurture you, and you now have the clarity to understand what it is you need, how do you need to navigate them in order to move forward. All right, I am going to try and read these in tandem. It's not something that I'm guided to do normally, but looking at your messages, I see a lot of synchronicity here. We have, what do you need to release? Guilt. Your messages have come out so strong. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Your question about needing to release people, places, situations, circumstances which are impeding you, which are an older way of thinking, which do not contribute to your soul's growth, no matter how dear they may be to you, how invested you may be in them. It is you're being asked to release that, and you're being asked to release the feelings of being guilty for thinking that they need to be released, guilty for recognizing that they no longer work. When we come to the end of a cycle, Taurus, when we need to release something, it comes with a lot of guilt, because we have been this way. There are other people connected to us possibly who require us to be that way, but if that is inauthentic to who we are, in that case, having to release that does bring about a certain amount of guilt from our end. Okay, we have we have trust. The answers you need are coming. When we release, we sometimes don't know the way forward. We don't immediately have a solution. We do not immediately have an answer to the why that is prevalent in the release. But the answers you need are coming. Trust. Accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, which is what this clarity, this inner voice, this intuition, this third eye chakra is all about. You are being asked to have faith. You're being asked to trust that even though you might not know the way ahead clearly, trust that you are being guided, trust that you are being led, and trust that the answers that you seek are coming. And when you surrender to that, when you surrender, when you trust, you have your new start. We have the new moon. One cycle comes to an end, the other one begins. I can release my need to control. Sometimes, Taurus, releasing control is the toughest thing for us. We'd like to believe that we can hold on to a situation, we can mold it, we can carry that burden, and releasing the control, surrendering the control, accepting that there is a bigger hand that guides us is what brings us out of the old and into the brand new start that is fated for us. And you are there at the moment, Taurus. You have the 10 of Wands as your current energy. You are looking to put down this burden. You've traveled a long way with this heavy burden on your shoulders. Maybe it was yours to carry. Maybe you had a lesson in that. Maybe it even wasn't yours to carry. Either way, you are ready to put this burden down. You are exhausted. You've come to the end of the cycle karmically as well, and you are gaining the clarity that you cannot do it all alone. You need to either collaborate, or you have the clarity making you understand that you do not want to do this anymore, and you are putting that burden down. With the Judgment card in the reverse, in your hopes and fears, you are wondering whether listening to your intuition is the right thing to do. Judgment is scorpionic energy. Judgment is also the inner higher voice that we have that guides us. However, if the path ahead is slightly obscured, if we don't have clarity, if we don't have proof, physical, tangible proof at the moment, we can tend to ignore it. We start to question it. We start to second guess ourselves. We start to think our mind is playing tricks on us. And it is these fears which are blocking you from seeing the brand new offer that is coming to you. We have the 4 of Cups in your challenge. Your challenge is to stop focusing on the 3 empty cups, to stop operating from an energy of lack and look up, trust your intuition, trust that the universe has your back, trust that the universe is sending a brand new offer to you, whether this is in work, whether this is with yourself, whether this is in a relationship, whether it is with a spouse, a friend, a sibling, in the family, whatever it is, there is a brand new start being offered to you. If you can lift your gaze from your burden, lift your gaze from the emptiness, from the tiredness, from the energy of lack, and trust that a new horizon is opening up for you. Because we have in the energies that are supporting you the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 2 of Cups in the upright. This is balance. This is also soulmate energy. So for those of you who are resonating with this as somebody in your life, letting go of something, releasing something, putting down a burden and accepting another person is your soulmate, somebody who balances your light and your shadow sides. You're also being asked to balance your own light and shadow sides before you approach this person, releasing the guilt, surrendering to what it is you really feel, what your intuition is telling you, and having to deal with all the other practical aspects of this decision. You might be with a karmic, they might be with a karmic, you might both be with karmic. So it's not easy, it is burdensome, it is difficult, but it is what is meant. Whatever decision this is, if this is with a work scenario, with somebody in the family, making amends, letting go of guilt, communicating clarity will take you out of imbalance and put you back into balance. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is finding your center, finding your balance, not juggling too many things at one time, finding your center, centering yourself, and understanding that this is what you want. Finally accepting the clarity and the truth, because that puts you in charge of your emotions. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups in your potential outcome is an energy of not just listening to your mind, but balancing your emotions so you know what you want. This is not a gender specific reading, so you could identify as male, female, or even gender fluid. The tarot only reads your energy. When you don't only apply logic, when you allow your emotions some amount of breathing space, when you acknowledge them, you accept them, you allow them to be authentic, you understand what it is that you truly want, what makes you passionate, what fires your blood. This could be a person, a passion project, an entrepreneurial venture, anything. But you need to not be overwhelmed by your emotions. You need to be able to be in control of them. You need to accept them, give them free rein, allow them to surface, understand them, sit with them, even though it might be difficult for you to actually navigate your emotions. Trust that your intuition is guiding you correctly. Trust that you are getting the clarity for this brand new beginning. Wow, Taurus. I am going to get closing energies for you from the Divine Abundance deck, and your closing energy message is right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled at each moment. And that, Taurus, is the concept of surrender. Release the control. Stop worrying about what could happen, what might happen, what will be, how will this play out, and live for the present moment. When you are fully present in the present moment, you will automatically be able to see from one moment to the next how the clarity comes in, what are the next steps, and where you go from here into this brand new start. Wow, Taurus, there is so much synchronicity in your reading. It's incredible. Please do let me know how this resonates for you. Please do like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting next. I'm going to leave this here, Taurus. Thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.